race gets underway, which is 1 minute's time. Our judge of fact, Ross Upton, there at the front of the grid, making sure the drivers stay up to date with everything. There, our race director, Martin Bean, as well, showing the proceedings, making sure everything is good. Jack Webster there with a fantastic livery on his helmet design. Of course, Formula One currently just racing there in Las Vegas. They're now making their way over the other side of the world to where we are now, to Abu Dhabi, for their final round of the FIA F1 World Championship at Abu Dhabi at the end of this weekend. But right now, a lot of these drivers focusing on their racing that they've got right here and right now as the 30-second board goes up, engines fire up. Next race is the OKN Senior Qualifying Heat 2. Let's take you through the starting lineup then for this one. Finn McLaughlin, who won earlier on, he starts this one on pole position with Austin Gale alongside. Adam Al-Azari and Pip Casabene go from row number 2. Zachary Hurd and George Nassar on row number 3 from Jack Webster and Peter Stiller on row 4. Romeo Nassar and Emanuele Leodikis on row 5, they round out the top 10. August Raber and Alessandro Tedesca on row 6. Christopher El Fagali, who also retired with heavy damage, starts this one again on the 7th row. He's got Austin Lee alongside. Hamza Al-Fayez and Mohamed Minane go from row number 8. Sulaiman Zamfari, who gained several positions, who finished up in the top 5, starts this one on P17. Can he repeat what he did earlier on? He's got Gerba Al-Sabala alongside on the row 9. Gabe Belanco, who also gained several positions, starts on the 10th row with Omar Ganoun on the top 20. Cooper Lyle and Bernardo Bonaldi go from row 11. Brotek Stefan and Elizaveta Kozlova go from row 12. Maximus Chudasco and Eli Yulton round out row number 13. Marco Drittenpress and Alessandro Biggi round out row number 14 with Marina Canina and Isaac Demelweek on row number 15. Mario Vigliotti and Rafael Jesus on row 16, Tobias Zamfari and Leith Munina on row 17. Aisha Sabi and Sal Zerpa, hopefully having a better start this time around, starts shotgun at the back of the grid in P36. Drivers on their formation lap now, getting themselves ready for this one. Not many races left to go in the day. One more qualifying heats each after this one for all of our classes, and then of course the finals starting a little bit later on today. That is the big moment for the drivers, because the finals are the important one. Championship points up for grabs in the finals. 2 finals that they have over the weekend, they get accumulated. They give us our champions at the end of this one for the Champions of the Future Academy program, the first of its kind, and hopefully many more to come next season. So make sure you stay up to date with all of the socials on the Champions Karting Academy or Champions Karting as well, to stay up to date with all of the latest gossip. Here we go then. OKN Senior Qualifying Heat 2. Into the tram lines. Is the green flag out first time of asking? Yes, it is, and away they go down towards turn 1, and it's a good start again from the front row, and it's a better start this time from Adam Al-Azari, who's up into the race lead now. He's got back, he's got past Finn McLaughlin in the early stages, and that is an absolutely lightning start for Adam Al-Azari, who leads the way, but now he's got to try and maintain it, because he's got Finn McLaughlin, who was pole in qualifying and who won the first race earlier on right behind him, but he's opened up a little bit of a gap now from that now. That looks like Pips Casabene up as well, and I think George Nassar has had a good one. Toby Gale there in 3rd place. He's under a lot of pressure from behind as well, as the rest of the field slot through the pack there. Through they go in towards turn number 10, and it is the 2:13 that goes through. That's Zachary Hurd, who moves up into P4 now, so it's a good start once again from that inside row. But Austin Gale here just holding on to P3 right now. Across the line they go, and it is Adam Al-Azari from McLaughlin, Gale from Hurd, Casabene from Stiller, Nassar, Webster, Tedesca, then it's Nassar, Raber, then it's Leodikis, Zamfari. Yellow flags out as well, and I can see that Jabbar Al-Sabar has fallen down the order as well. He's across the line now in 32nd place after losing 14 positions. That could be what's caused the yellow flag, but I can see as well that Sal Zerpa has not crossed the line once again, and there on your screen is the 2:30. An absolute disaster for Sal Zerpa. He has not finished a single race so far today, and he will have absolutely no points to his name. A big shock, which is a huge shame. But for Adam Al-Azhari, this is much better for him. In the lead of this one, pushing that one to the limit. Well, there you can see as well, the mechanic doing his level best to get it started, and that was the treble 2 trying to break away. Now that is Jabbar Al-Sabah, who did not get away well, but despite his mechanic's best efforts, certainly tried to work hard for it. Good start though from Adam Al-Azhari. He broke away quite nicely and immediately took the lead. They're still battling on the live pictures there on the right-hand side of your screen. Toby Gale under pressure here from the rest of the field behind. There's a real train of karts just behind Toby Gale, but the replays there on the left-hand side certainly very close in the action that they had out on the track. Back with the live pictures now, and Adam Al-Azhari still leads the way. 7/10 clear from Finn McLaughlin. This is an outstanding opening few couple laps from Adam Al-Azhari. Zachary Hurd still there in 3rd place from Peter Stiller. Pip Casabene still in 5th place from Austin Gale. Unfortunately not had the best start to his race. There he is. Coming through your screen now. The 2:36 driver started on the front row. He's under pressure from Alessandro Tedesca and Jack Webster. Now, Jack Webster didn't actually have a good result in the end. In his first race, he actually received a fair few time penalties, and there's been an incident out on circuit because Austin Lee, Gabe Balanka and Mohamed Miname had not crossed the line. So 3 drivers have not crossed the line. They've all jumped down into 33rd, 34th and 35th out on track, so not sure what's happened to them. Along with Casabene, there you can see him. 2:44, just trying to close in now on Peter Stiller. There you can see the drama there for Gabe Balanka. We saw him dropping down the order. Unfortunately for him, he's out of this race. That is not what he wants after having a good result earlier on. But, yeah, big shame for the Australian after he gained 12 positions in the first race. Big shame there. On lap 5 now, out of 13. Zachary Hurd with the fastest lap of the race in 3rd place. Starting to close in potentially on Finn McLaughlin. There you can see the top 2, and McLaughlin's actually closing in on Adam Al-Azhari. And you can see there that Al-Azhari taking a big look over the shoulder just to see McLaughlin's there, and there you can see more karts coming to a stop. Now, who is that? Is that still one of the drivers? I think that's Mohamed Miname there in the 2:38 that's come to a stop. Yes, it is. The car is just stationary there on the exit. Turn 16, the race leaders here, and yeah, I can feel the pressure building here on Adam Al-Azhari's shoulders. McLaughlin has closed right back in now, and is possibly looking for an attack here. Out of turn 4 they go. We've seen a run down in towards turn 7 before. Are we going to see something here? No, we're not. As Sulaiman Samfari sets the fastest lap of the race. He again is having another good race. He's up several positions now. Close eye on that battle, but we watch for the race leaders. McLaughlin just eking ever closer. Gap was 0.2 of a second last time out. Any move that he goes for will just bring Zachary Hurd into play. And of course, if Al-Azhari goes defensive here at all, this will be a 3-car battle. Drivers being collected there at turn number 6. There's certainly a collection forming around the circuit of senior drivers. Attack here from McLaughlin, just waiting for the right opportunity to go for the move. Adam Al-Azhari is doing a fabulous job of holding that position. Not easy to defend from McLaughlin. McLaughlin, who's been racing all over Europe this year in many classes. Certainly looking very strong. Another check over the shoulder there. Got Al-Azhari. Change position. You just imagine what they're both thinking here. McLaughlin waiting for the opportunity, and there it is, down the inside through turn 12. And it was just a small gap that was left open there from Adam Al-Azhari, and he just went for the move. An investigation flag has come out for Alessandro Biggi, possibly for an incident that happened earlier on. But McLaughlin now leads the way from Adam Al-Azhari, still there in second place. This is still a good spot for Al-Azhari after the retirement earlier on. But Zachary Hurd's just behind as well, and Zachary is wanting a good result here. Zachary finishing third earlier on, wants to better what he did. He does not want another P3. It would be good for him if he's second in the intermediate classifications, if he stays there in third. Every little helps. Check over the shoulder there for Al-Azhari. Don't want to do that too many times. He'll end up going that way, and wow, there's a side pod that's come off the cart. Couldn't quite see the number there on that one, so not sure whose that belongs to, but there is still retired drivers out there, and they are still accumulating. Pip Casabene is one of them. It possibly could be his. We would have seen a technical flag if he had, or if it's a retirement. It's just on the side of the circuit, you won't see that. Still here now, battle for second. Zachary Hurd all over the back of Adam Al-Azhari, and McLaughlin breaking away, and there he is for the move down towards turn number 3, and Adam Al-Azhari just denies that attack there. He thought there was a gap there, did Zachary Hurd, and he's not been allowed to get that position. He stays there in P3. Meanwhile, Peter Stiller is starting to close in here now. You can see him in P4 just behind, and every lunge attack that Zachary Hurd puts on Adam Al-Azhari, they lose time to both McLaughlin, and Peter Stiller gains a lot of time on these two. So big changes happening all the way throughout the field, and there's still been some big moves all the way throughout the field as well. Maximus Chudasco has gained 13 positions. He's up to P12 on that last lap crossing the loop. Rafael Jesus has also gained 18 places, finishing in P14. A brilliant run for him so far as well. But McLaughlin looking comfortable in the race lead. No drama around him whatsoever. But Adam Al-Azhari, I think, has got the world against him here on his shoulders. He's got Zachary Hurd right behind him. Continuously checks over the shoulder as they exit out of turn 8. Yes, there is a small straight there, and again there down towards turn 10. The pressure is building on Adam Al-Azhari here. This would be his best result of the weekend if he could finish in P2. But Zachary Hurd is also wanting his best result with finishing in P2. He finished P3 earlier on. He wants to better it. There's not many laps left in this race. They complete lap 10. They go on to lap 11 of 13 now. Time is quickly running out. But for Adam Al-Azhari, this will have been the longest race of his life so far. You can imagine the pressure on the shoulders here. But not cracking. Pushing on, doing what he needs to do, keeping a consistent gap between himself and Finn McLaughlin as well, but he leaves the door open through 8. Can he get the switch back here? Zachary Hurd now going wheel to wheel with Adam Al-Azhari, and Al-Azhari gets the position back, holds on to P2. There it is, confirmation, he did hold on to it. So Zachary Hurd, that's the first attempt, it's not worked out. Peter Stiller closes in even more. Gap still about 2 seconds, but he's still right there in P4. Manuel Leodikis, though, now seeing a technical flag, so was that his side pod that we saw earlier on? So that is unfortunate for Manuel Leodikis, the driver from Greece, unfortunately having to retire from this one with a technical problem. Zachary Hurd, though, still on that rear bumper. Only a couple of laps to go. Here was the move from Finn McLaughlin earlier on for the race lead. Through turn 12, nicely done, well timed, and a brief check over the shoulder there. And Zachary Hurd also trying to go for the turn moments there. The carbon public chassis flexing as much as they can. Drivers the ultimate grip around the track. Still no change between these two. I suspect this last lap might be a little bit interesting. Zachary Hurd wants that second place, but he might be being told at the sidelines there, hey, you're in a good spot there, don't fight it too much, you're currently second, you don't need to risk gaining another place, you're still second in the points at the moment, but he is going to go for the move anyway, down and towards turn number 3, wheel to wheel, side by side, but again, Adam Al-Azhari just denies the attack and stays wheel to wheel with him. He's going to go for the outside through turn number 5, he goes over the curb, absolutely no chance there for Zachary Hurd through the chicane. He tried it, it failed, but certainly a fantastic effort if he could have got that done, but it was not going to go his way, and he might actually have quite a significant piece of damage to his kart there. It went up in the air and slammed on the floor. But for Adam Al-Azhari, this will be his best result of the weekend after retiring in the first race. Race 2 is going to go his way, but for McLaughlin, it's another perfect race for him. 2 for 2, maximum points across the line. Checker flag goes out, and a big thumbs up there for Adam Al-Azhari in second place. He'll be delighted with that result. Zachary Hurd finishes in third place after a solid attempt at trying to go for second, not going his way. Peter Stiller with a good result as well, P4, after gaining 4 positions from Christopher El Faghali, who finishes in P5. A much better result for Christopher El Faghali after retirement earlier on, gaining 8 positions as well in that race. Oh dear, the 2:51. Augustus Reiber not finishing the race by the looks of it. His car has come to a stop at the end of that one. In fact, no, I think he did finish the race. He did finish P10, but it stopped after the checker flag, so that's lucky for him at least. Tries to get it restarted, and luckily for him, he gets it going. So let's see what he can do in the next race a little bit later on. But for Finn McLaughlin, that's 2 for 2. He'll be delighted with that one as he makes his way back into Parc Fermé. We'll go through the provisional classifications at the end of that one, post or pre-scrutineering. Finn McLaughlin from Adam Al-Azhari, Zachary Hurd from Peter Stiller, Christopher El Faghali, Austin Gale, Suleiman Zamfari, Jack Webster and George Nassar, Augustus Reiber and Emanuele Leodikis, who did finish 11th, but did receive a technical flag. Jalesko, Jesus, just as well, Lyle, Kozlova, and Hamza Al-Fayez finishing in P16. It was a good race there for Maximus Jalesko and Rafael Jesus. 13 and 19 positions gained apiece for them. And then it was Marco Didn't Press also gaining 10 positions, finishing in P17 from Omar Ganoum and Bernardo Bonaldi finishing in P19. Jabbar Al-Sabah finishing in P20 despite the shaky start he had. Certainly a good result. And a good result as well for Irina Kanina finishing in P21. 8 positions gained. And a very good result. McLaughlin's kart then goes into scrutineering as everything gets checked over, and again a superb result for the Irishman and a fantastic opportunity for him. Here's a look then at some of the highlights from that one. Despite the mechanic's best effort to get him going, at least he's got a smile on his face after tumbling on the track there. The treble 2 getting away. Jabbar Al-Sabah, unfortunately not the start he would have wanted though. The race start as well, it was a brilliant start from Adam Al-Azhari. Absolutely shone to the lead in the early stages and would hold on to it for a fair few laps as well. McLaughlin would retaliate though, 3-4 wide in the background as they go down in towards the turn 3 hairpin as well, just in the background there. It was a brilliant start all the way throughout. There would be some dramas and turmoils later on in the race. For all of our drivers. Unfortunately, one of them going to Austin Gale, who would unfortunately finish in P6. Not the result he would have wanted, as down the inside, this was the moment that Zachary Hurd got the job half done, I say. Austin Gale not fully happy with the way he got past. There was the retirement for Gabe Belanca, not the sort of race he will have wanted. There were still several retirements in that one. Tedesca was a retirement, Casabene, Lee, Belanca, Menemne, and Sal Zepra also retiring. Fantastic shots there of the karts showing how flexible they are. The second attempt here for a change for the lead for Zachary Hurd wouldn't go his way. He would have a third attempt now in towards turn number 5. He was on the outside going into the corner. Would actually go airborne up into the next corner. There again, another angle of the overtake. Now this is where they went side by side in towards turns 5 and 6, and you can see there he's on the outside. It would not go his way. It would go the way of Adam Al-Azhari, who finishes his best result, P2. But for McLaughlin, it's 2 for 2. And for Zachary Hurd, finishing in another P3. He puts himself second in the intermediate classifications, ahead of Austin Gale, who drops down to third. very close between and Suleiman Zamfari and Peter Stiller, who are the top 5 in the intermediate classifications and will be the top 2.5 rows of the grid for the final later on today.